Nathan, Disney is putting out a streaming service.
Wow, I have no feelings.
I have
no feelings, just in general.
I have no opinion one way or the other on this. I'm totally neutral.
Right. I mean, Disney. What can you say? It's Disney.
Now, here's the interesting thing about it. It's coming out next year, which is very, very soon.
Yes.
And they may charge cheaper than Netflix.
Uh-oh.
I would say great, because they need to. I mean, Netflix is kind of a behemoth right now in that industry. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to beat them at their own game, one of the pillars would have to be charge less.
Right.
Because that's what Netflix keeps doing. They keep just upping their prices. So, what does this mean? Of course, we're going to be getting exclusive Star Wars and MCU content. I believe one of the first things that they've announced is the Star Wars Clone Wars season. The last season is going to be on this streaming service.
It never existed before?
No, they never finished the show.
That really ugly-looking Star Wars Clone Wars show?
Like the CG. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the art style, but the show itself is good.
My brothers and I used to watch it, and then I just got to where I realized how terrible the animation was, and it really bothered me. And I stopped. Also, it just went on and on and on. I felt like maybe I was just too young, and the plots got kind of boring to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some of the arcs weren't that great, but some were actually, I thought were really done really well.
Right. Did you ever watch Rebels? There was another...
No, I never did.
Yeah.
I never did watch Rebels.
I guess that'll be on there too then.
So what does this mean? Because Netflix actually has a good portion of Disney-owned content. Well, apparently that's going to all go bye-bye.
Including Daredevil?
See, I don't know. Weird. I don't know about that, because Netflix helped produce all of those
Netflix originals.
Yeah. They help produce all of those, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and coincidentally, Defenders.
Yeah,
are on there. So I don't think that they're going to be going. I personally think that they're stuck there.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know how Marvel could just be nah, we're taking
unless they're not going to come down from Netflix. But there's maybe Disney, because Disney is the master of contracts and stuff.
Right.
If you basically, unless you're a really big deal, if you agreed to voice a character and you're a celebrity, you basically have to do that voice whenever they need you to. It's kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. When they got you good. So I'm wondering if they maybe worked it out so that they can put them on there too.
Yeah,
I mean they are sharing Spider-Man with Sony, so why not? So this means we won't be seeing Captain Marvel or Avengers 4 come to Netflix. They will most likely come to the Disney streaming service. Any new Star Wars movies? I mean those will be gone. All Star Wars content will be gone from Netflix.
I guess until the contracts run out. I guess.
Yeah, of course. Those are interesting things. The contracts, because I don't know if have you ever been to Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure?
No.
So Islands of Adventure is the second park next to Universal Studios. It's owned by Universal. They have Marvel. They have a Marvel section of their theme park because it was a deal that they made with Marvel back in the 90s, and it was a 100-year lease on the characters. So it's funny that one of Disney's main rivals as far as theme parks go, an IP that they owned is being used in a competitor's theme park. Now, they can't add anything else. They can only have the rides and attractions that they currently do. They can't add any new ones. Still pretty funny.
Yeah.
Disney's IP is making someone else money.
Yeah.
I'm sure they hate that. But it was a deal Marvel set up with them back in the 90s, so they're stuck with it.
It gets complicated, man, after.
Yeah.
everyone's buying everybody, and like it's just weird.
Yeah, super complicated, super weird. But yeah, the streaming service, I think there's room for it. I think they've got enough going on. I mean, they have all those live action remakes of their movies that they're coming out with. I'm sure.
Well, and I assume this also encompasses shows.
Yeah.
I would think they have a lot of crappy shows that they can put on there.
I remember a day when Disney Channel was actually good, and they actually had...
As in, like, that show with Shia LaBeouf?
No. Before that. Even Stevens? Come on.
I just wanted to mention Shia LaBeouf. Running for your life from
Never
Shia
turned
LaBeouf.
down a chance to bring up
Right.
Shia LaBeouf.
Well, what Disney Channel are you talking about?
The one where there weren't any commercials unless you were in between of a show or a movie. They would actually show old Disney movies on it, and it was a premium channel.
Okay, but what about shows? Like, that's not... What kind of shows do they have? 'Cause I can't even
They
think
have
of
like
anything
documentaries and things, shows that were like behind the magic. Like I think there was actually a show called Behind the Magic that was like an behind the scenes look at Disney World and stuff like that. So they had some, but it was a premium channel, and then they turned into just another kids channel and ruined it.
Yeah.
I know you probably grew up with that version of Disney, but
With what version?
tweens, it's like Disney tweens, like their main demographic is like 10 to 13-year-olds.
Yeah, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I actually used to think that show used to come on Saturday mornings. I thought it was funny. I liked it as a little kid, as a little child.
Well, maybe this streaming service can...
Hey, I can safely say that I liked
capture
Sonic X more than I liked Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, so
Go,
there's
go,
some
go,
redemption
go, go, go.
there if my name has been tarnished at all.
Yeah, so look for this along with all of the Star Wars and MCU content along for the ride on the Disney streaming network.
Yes.